Baseball season is here, and the Mariners are freaking good, man. We got freaking opening day baseball today for the Seattle Mariners. Now, opening night was last night, which I don't know why they do that. But either way, this is Mariners Daily, guys. My name is Sam Edwards. Thanks so much for joining me on this show. Freaking subscribe for the season, baby. Let's have a great Mariners season. The expectations are at sky high right now. I'm going to get into everything, including our first game of the MLB season this past last night. Yankees versus Giants. I don't know why they do this opening night thing. Why can't we just have everything all at the same time? Like I know what they're probably trying to do is like eventize it. They tried their best. I don't know. It wasn't that great. I don't know. It's pretty meh to me personally. But either way, Yankees played a good game. Max Fried pitched 6 1/3 shutout innings, 2 hits given up, 1 walk, 4 strikeouts. Logan Webb got roughed up, man. Yankees strung together a lot of hits in the second inning specifically, scored 5 runs just in that inning. Overall, Webb gave up 7 runs over 5 innings pitched, 9 hits given up, 6 earned runs total, 1 walk, 7 strikeouts. Not a great start. Yankees just had it going, man. They were just really, like I said, stringing together hits. Their entire lineup was really working it, and yeah, not great. Yankees. I said hold lineup except for Aaron Judge. Aaron Judge was 0 for 5 in the game with 4 strikeouts. If you're unfamiliar, that's a golden sombrero, baby. Yeah. It's a weird one. It's a weird one. It was everybody else in the Yankees lineup, except for Aaron Judge. I'm not a Yankee fan, so listen, I'm not, I don't want them, I don't want them to win at the end of the day, but I come from the Northeast, this is where we, generally either you're a Yankee fan or you're a Red Sox fan. I hated the Yankees. Yeah, but the Yankees do win game 1 of the MLB season, so good for them at least. Max Fried pitched pretty well. He did give up some hard contact, I will say. Hits that just did not fall in for the Giants. Now obviously coming into this game, obviously people expected the Yankees to probably win, just because they're the better team right now than the Giants are. They have bigger expectations, all of that stuff. So makes sense. But let's get into the Mariners stuff. Let's get out of this MLB situation. Let's talk about the Mariners here. Final roster obviously has been announced, and big stuff. I mean, Emerson Hancock, Cooper Criswell, as well as Ryan Bliss, all make the roster. I mean, awesome for all guys, but and especially for Hancock and Criswell, they are really. I mean, it's Woo. all because of Bryce Miller making the IL. That's it. He's starting the throwing program. Hopefully, he can get back soon. Because I don't want to see Hancock, Criswell in the rotation for too long. Now, Hancock is the one that's in the rotation, which is kind of the surprising part to me. I really didn't expect that, but I guess they're rocking with Hancock. Maybe they really believe in that sweeper that he started throwing more in the spring. Very possible. I don't know. I don't know what's going on. Hancock, and I'll get to it. Sorry, I just hit the table. I shook the camera. Sorry. Hancock's set to start a game versus the Guardians, which I'll cover that matchup in a moment here. But I do just want to shout out him and Criswell for being able to make the team. Now, Criswell was the one we thought was going to make the team, but just because he doesn't have an option left, so Hancock does have an option left, but they hold on to it. They let him make the roster, which is, I think, the correct move here. And I don't know. I haven't heard anything about is it going to be a piggyback start? Is Criswell just going to be in relief? Like, I kind of find that hard to believe that he's just going to be a reliever, but also at the same time, I'm sure having another long guy out of your bullpen can only help the team. And yeah, so I think this is the right move personally. Bliss is the other interesting one due to JP Crawford hitting the IL. I believe that's why that Ryan Bliss made the roster. So sorry for these yawns. It's really, I don't know what's going on. Ryan Bliss makes the roster after a good spring. Now, listen, it's a short spring, only 18 plate appearances for Bliss, 5 hits. 3 of those 5 hits are doubles, 4 walks, 5 strikeouts. That's a very good spring. I mean, it's only 18 plate appearances. Once again, a small sample size, small sample size. Grain of salt, grain of salt, grain of salt. I'm thinking about having a segment called Grain of Salt because I say it a lot. But yeah, I happy for Bliss, man. Happy that Bliss made the roster. I think that is the correct opinion, the correct move, I should say. Leo Rivas starting at shortstop is probably also the correct move with Young at second base. At least that's what I believe it's going to be. And then you've got Donovan third, Naylor first. Yeah, that's the right move. The depth on this team is great. The fact that you can have guys like Bliss and Leo Ribas ready to step into the major league roster and not feel totally uncomfortable about it speaks to the roster depth that we do have, especially on the positional players side. I'm the guy that's been complaining with the pitcher depth, which yes, I would have liked another reliever so that we don't have to see Casey Legumina on this roster, on this bullpen. I would have liked another bullpen arm. Yeah, that would have been great. I would have liked another starter so we don't have to rely on both Hancock and Criswell. If we got another starter, maybe we could just start Hancock in the bullpen. That'd be nice. Let me know your thoughts on the rotation situation, bullpen situation. Do you think Bliss is the right move, or should they have gone with Colt Emerson in the infield? I'm always been the opinion that he should stay in AAA for at least a little bit longer, to make sure that he is ready to go for the majors. And yeah, I'm okay with Bliss. I don't think Bliss is going to be amazing, but he also doesn't have to be. He can. We have the luxury of having him sit on the bench, and I'm okay with that. And I like Leo Rivas. I think he's underrated. His plate discipline. He's a good player. And I'm a terrible podcaster because I'm freaking yawn. Oh my gosh. All right, let's cover this Guardians series here, baby. Opening series, we've got a couple key matchups. What can we expect? Game one is Logan Gilbert. We knew that. He is going against Tanner Bybee, who's coming off a good season, but not like an amazing season necessarily. I'm so excited to see what we get from Gilbert here. I am so freaking excited, man. Yeah, I think we could just be on the precipice of just a fantastic year from Gilbert. And yes, you could say that about almost every single one of our starters, but I feel like this is especially true about Gilbert, who took that K percentage to new levels this past year with a 32 K percentage. I am just so excited to see him working the zone, throwing the fastball up, throwing the splitter down, and getting those swings and misses. And yeah, if he can go 6 innings, that is huge for the Mariners. If he can do that consistently, oh baby, keep that pitch count in check. Maybe use a couple other of his other weapons, like the sinker or maybe the cutter, possibly. I think the sinker could be a huge pitch for Gilbert. That could be really interesting. Yeah, I'm excited for game one. Obviously, I mean, it's opening night. It's like, or I mean, it's not opening night. Sorry, it's opening day for everybody else, for all the rest of Major League Baseball. Yeah, of course, I'm excited. Guardians are not a fantastic team, so it feels like we kind of like ease into the season a little bit before the real challenges start. I'm not saying the Guardians are not a challenge. I'm not saying that. I'm not saying the Guardians aren't a challenge, but I do think they're not as good as maybe our next opponents, which I'll cover in a second. Game two is going to be George Kirby versus Gavin Williams. Williams has always been a guy that I have kind of been interested in, especially for like fantasy baseball wise, which I do fantasy baseball if you guys don't. Uh, yeah, Gavin Williams has always been a guy that I've been kind of interested in. And Kirby is a guy, as we know, has a sky high ceiling, just hasn't hit it quite yet. And this could be the season, which is why like I said about Gilbert, it's like you could say it about most of our guys, an untapped ceiling that is always going to be there. And Kirby is that guy because the fastball is so freaking good. So, Gavin Williams, not a bad pitcher, a guy that I think we can still take care of. We could still get it done because this lineup is very good. and I'm excited. Even with, Rivas and Young in this starting lineup, no JP. Everything considered, JP Crawford being the one positional player that's not, starting for this team, I am more than happy. I mean, he's batting near the bottom of the lineup. It's not Julio. It's not even Randy. You know, it's not Cal. It's not Donovan. It's not Naylor. It's not any of these guys. It's JP Crawford. Okay. I'm okay. It's a shoulder issue. Starting a throwing program. It's gonna take him a couple weeks. Give him time. We've got the guys that can play. And unless, you've got Young and maybe Rivas that are just like black holes in the lineup, which I don't think they will be, especially Rivas because of his plate discipline. At the very least, he will take his walks. He will have a good on base. He'll still be fine. He'll be totally okay. Game 3 is Brian Wu versus Joey Cantillo. Yeah, I think Wu should take this, man. I mean, with the season that he's coming off of and how good he looks right now, we can't lose game 3 here. And I'm already saying we can't. Obviously we can and still have an amazing season. Anything can happen in Major League Baseball, which is why we watch. The games aren't decided uh, ahead of time, but yeah, Wu is obviously the better pitcher. So curious to see there. Game 4, yes, this is a 4-game series versus the Guardians. Is Emerson Hancock versus Slade Ciccone on the Guardians? Yeah, I'm happy with this because right after this is a New York Yankees series, and yeah, Hancock is not pitch him against the Guardians. Don't baby hands, soft hands with Hancock. Um, yeah, ease him into the season. Maybe he could have a good start versus the Guardians. Like I said, they don't have an amazing lineup. They've got Steven Kwan, Jose Ramirez, and everybody else. Kyle Manzardo could be an interesting first baseman, but besides that, it's pretty much everybody else on this lineup. So I'm okay with Hancock going against the Guardians. I think that's the right move. Like I said, I don't know if it's going to be a piggyback start with Cooper Criswell or not. I think that's a possibility, but they haven't said that, and they said Hancock is starting. So I feel like if they were going to do a piggyback situation, they would probably have Hancock come after Cooper Criswell. Tough thing, tough to decide. I'm okay with Hancock starting the game. I want to see this new sweeper versus the righties. I want to see what he can do. Get his hands dirty, but not dirty enough to face the Yankees because that's the next series. On Monday, we got Luis Castillo going versus Ryan Weathers, and that's the first game. So yeah, so I'm totally okay with this. They just move Castillo down in the order, one step, just to give Hancock the ability to face the Guardians instead of the Yankees, and I'm totally okay with this move. I'm happy with it. Good move on the Mariners management, so I'm totally okay with it. Totally okay with it. I would love to know your guys' thoughts. How do you feel about Hancock? How do you feel about this team? I mean, bro, there are freaking expectations on this team for the first time in a long time. And legit expectations is my thought. It's like I can remember back in, whatever it was, 2015, 2016, where it just felt like we were piecing it all together. It was Robinson Cano, it was Kyle Seager, it was, Nelson Cruz. It was a lot of quality players, Felix obviously leading that rotation. It just felt like, okay, when are we going to take that next step? That's where my expectations were, that we are going to take this next step. We're going to take the next step. And this past year, we finally took that next step. And then we went into the offseason and we built upon it. We brought back the guys that we needed to, and then we brought in the new guys that we needed to as well. Brendan Donovan, Jose Ferrer, Rob Refsnyder, all key players this season. So the expectations are sky high, and baby, you gotta freaking love it. You gotta love it because listen, man, this is what makes it fun, you know? Opening day is magical because anything can happen for any single major league team. And that's a magical feeling because the way baseball is played and how many games we play, anything can really happen. You can have a team like the Tigers, almost collapse. Now I know they made it past the Guardians in the playoffs, but lose the division and have to settle for the wild card series. That is huge. You have a team like the Guardians who, against all odds, just go on this absolute fire I don't even know what I'm trying to say. This freaking amazing path. Same thing with the Mariners. It's always been we got to get past the Astros. Oh, it's always been we got to get past the Astros. And how did we do it? We beat them on their own turf. We finally beat them. And now we've got the expectations to back it up, as we should, because this team is freaking good and we got to embrace it. We got to love it. Bro, shout out to the Mariners. I don't even know. Ad team? I don't even know. Media team? The commercials they're coming out with, man, are so good. The freaking baby one, everybody with their babies, so good. You got Dan Wilson stepping over a freaking gate at his doorway. So good, a baby gate. What was it? The reliever's entrance to the cafeteria, fantastic. The umpire still, making sure they got no sticky stuff on their hands as they're entering the cafe. Like it's just great, man. It's just so good. All of these commercials are absolutely fantastic, and we've got such great personalities on this squad that they're willing to do these commercials. We've got Cal Raleigh doing a funny throwback commercial to a Felix commercial. Gosh dang it, dude. This social team knows what they're doing, man. Knows what they're doing, and this is such a fun team. It's such a freaking fun team, and I can't wait to experience it in a whole new way because I got you guys. So please subscribe, join in on this journey this season, and the Mariners could be going to the World Series before you know it. All right, guys. I'll see you back tomorrow. Have a good one.